some potential great news for the low income, and yes, of course, this would include fixed income beneficiaries of Social Security retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, spousal, SSI, VA, and RRB. I want to share with you what they're talking about as far as what they may be passing a little bit later this month that would help out millions and millions of low income and fixed income households. With that being said, let's get into it and talk about all the details, and I'll break down everything for you right here in this short video. First off, before we do, can I ask a huge favor of you? Please make sure to like the video with the big thumbs up button down below. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Also, please make sure to subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so with the big subscribe button right down below. Again, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And let's get into it and talk about it. All right, now first off, lawmakers have some work on their plate yet again. By the 20th of this month, they must pass the 2025 fiscal budget. Now, this is something they were supposed to pass way back in the end of September before October. Obviously, they didn't do it. They pushed it out until the 20th of this month. Well, therefore, we're right down to the wire again. However, there's something that they want to add into this that I do want to bring to your attention because this is specifically focused on the low income, and it'd be really helpful. In fact, it was a program that was around for a few years, and then earlier this year, they just took it away spontaneously. So I want to bring this to you. Now, this is actually the ACP, the Affordability Connectivity Program. If you don't remember what that is or not sure what it is, I'll tell you. It's a program that was offering heavily discounted or completely free internet for about 23 million households until they basically just ended it one day back in May of this year. So this program went away, but it was around for about, I don't know, two and a half, maybe close to 3 years or so, give or take a little bit. But it was around and was helping out a lot of households. But unfortunately, it ran out of money. Well, ever since it ran out of money, lawmakers have been coming back and talking about implementing different dollar amounts into bringing this program back and basically just resurrecting this program, which would be really nice for a lot of people. So there's a couple different iterations that I want to bring to your attention. So when this program ended, for a few years, it was distributing basically $30 worth of value toward internet plans. So basically what they would do is they'd pay up to $30 a month toward your internet for you. And then, anything above $30 would be your responsibility, but that's just what they were offering. And again, during a very high inflationary time, during a time when people are struggling financially, this was really nice for the years that it was in place. However, since it actually disappeared, they've been introducing all kinds of legislation to bring this back. So $6 billion to bring it back, $7 billion, $14+ billion. There's all kinds of proposals out there. But here's the interesting thing about it and what they'd want to do with this. They want to bring it back and also add this as a provision into the 2025 fiscal budget. So what they'd want to do is put this in there. And again, remember this much as well. I've said this before in other videos, and I'll say it again really quickly, which is they usually don't just pass standalone bills throughout the year. I mean, every so often they do. It's not that often. But a lot of times they'll take provisions like this, like little piece of legislation like this, and they will stick them to other big piece of legislation like the full year fiscal budget, which what they have to do a little bit later this month, right? So they attach it to this and then they just pass it as one big package. So that's very common. They do that all the time. So this would actually be very helpful and would help out a lot of people. Now, there's a couple other provisions about this and some potential changes to this if they do bring it back. So let me share with you really quickly what those are. So previously, when this program was in place for those couple years of time, basically anybody that had an income of 200% or below the federal poverty line would have been a household that was eligible for this. However, now they want to bring it down to incomes of 135% of the federal poverty line or below would be eligible for this. So that automatically make a lot of people ineligible for this who have a little bit higher income that are, a little bit above the federal poverty line. So that's where this would focus on. Now, here's the thing as well. It would be specifically focused on with these new parameters to just the people who are the lowest of the low income, right? 135% of the federal poverty line or below would be the new threshold on this. Now, there's a couple different changes as far as dollar amounts as well, okay? None of this has officially been approved yet, but this is just what they're talking about. So I want you to be aware in the event they do add this to this that, a lot of things could be changing here. So number one, eligibility as far as those people that could be eligible to get this, again, tightening that up a little bit. Now, again, they would also want to potentially lower the dollar amount. Okay, remember, it was $30 when they actually ended this program. It was going on for $30 for a couple years, and then, that's what it was. But here's what they want to potentially do. Possibly leave it at $30, possibly bring it down to $19.99, or possibly bring it down to $9.99. So there you go. Those are the three options. What do we want? $9.99, $19.99, or $30, right? I feel like I'm pitching some like infomercial or something, right? If you sign up today, you'll get it 1 + 2 + 3, or what do they say? What is it? Buy now and you'll get buy 1 and get 7 for free, or whatever they say, right? I don't even know what they say anymore on those things, but it's it's pretty funny. By the way, is it just me, or have you also bought some things from infomercials in your life? I've bought a couple different things off of infomercials, and they're actually kind of cool products. But I mean, you know the sales pitch, right? Order today and you'll get 17 for free. Just 20 easy payments of $30 or whatever. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting a little bit distracted here from the content. But anyway, you get my point. Okay, so these are the different options that they've mentioned, but here's the thing as well. Okay, by bringing down the eligibility as far as household income, in my opinion, okay, fine. If they have to do that, then fine. It'll actually focus on the lowest of the low income, which in my opinion isn't actually the worst thing in the world. Let's help out the low income, the lowest of the low income. Let's help those people out. Now, don't get me wrong. People that have incomes that are, 150%, 175%, 180% of the federal poverty line, do they need support right now as well? Yeah, absolutely, right? But this is just something they're talking about. Here's the thing that I say. If it gets them to do something, if it helps lawmakers pass it, then just do what you got to do. Just do something. That's all that matters. Do something, right? So anyway, that is what they're talking about. But when they bring the dollar amount down, okay, let's just say that they go from $30 down to $19.99. Okay, they stiffed us by $10. Not cool, but I guess it'll still help. But if they bring it down to $9.99, at that point, I feel like, is it really even worth it anymore? Is it really worth our time to jump through the hoops for the application and do all the things that we need to do, possibly change service providers for basically $10 a month? I don't know. For some people, it might be worth it, but that's kind of where I draw the line. I'm like, it's not worth it. Honestly, it's not worth the effort anymore. I'm good. I don't need to try to jump through hoops to save $10 a month. I mean, in that case, I'm kind of like, it's just a waste of time at that point. But again, not for everybody. That's just kind of my opinion on it. So I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, are they really trying to like be that cheap about it? $10? Are you kidding me? What's that really going to do, right? That's like 2 boxes of cereal, right? So, okay, you save $10 on your internet, but you can buy 2 boxes of cereal now. I mean, don't get me wrong, 2 boxes of cereal, awesome. But it's really not going to make a huge difference for most people. And unfortunately, I think a lot of people would probably have that same attitude, which is, it's $10. Am I really going to go through all this for $10? I think most people would probably say, probably not really. I'm kind of good, right? But when you bring it up to $19.99 or $20, let's just call it $20 because it's easier. If we bring it up to $20, it's like, well, yeah, it's $20. That's, it's kind of getting up there. And if it's $30, then obviously a lot of people are like, yeah, $30, absolutely no problem. I'll do whatever it takes to get it, right? Or, within reason. We're not going to do something crazy for $30. Nobody would do that. But you got to get the point there, right? So there's a lot of different potential changes here, but this is something they possibly want to add to the federal budget here. And of course, I'll continue to watch this very closely, just like everything else out there. But it's very encouraging to see this, and obviously I'll keep you posted on this. Let's cross our fingers that they do it, especially this time of year. Yeah, that would be very, very nice, and it would also help out a lot of people. So, of course, I'll keep you posted on this, as we get more information on this as we continue to move forward. But who knows? I'll keep you posted. We have no idea what's going to happen here. Maybe it's just a talking point. Maybe they actually do it. I don't know. They've been talking about it for a little while now. We will have to see and what they're feeling like when it comes down to it. Either way, I'll keep you posted. Again, thanks so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Please make sure to like the video down below with the big thumbs up button. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Otherwise, subscribe to the channel as well. Big subscribe button right down below. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that as well. Otherwise, check out the other videos here on the channel, the thousands in the video library, over 5,000 videos in the video library. There's a bunch that I've hand selected for you down below in the description at the top of the comment section. And right now, showing up on your screen as well, you'll see some videos there. Take your selection now. Enjoy your day. Take care. And I'll catch you later in the